Hey guys, all right, so today I'm really excited because we are going to talk about this important thing that a lot of people seem to forget when they're consciously manifesting or they're reprogramming a belief system that has really had them manifest in yucky results and not feeling good about who they are. So stay tuned, you don't want to miss this. Hey everyone, before we dive in, if you feel like you need additional tools, free tools, to help support you on this self-concept reprogramming your mind journey, I have 3 amazing freebies below. You can check them out in the description box. Okay, so let's talk about this. So the important thing to remember as you're learning law of assumption, as you're diving into reading Neville or learning about Neville or, listening to teachers that are more modern day current, explaining how they interpret Neville and manifesting your specific person, manifesting money, changing your self-concept, and just really manifesting your best life ever. You have to keep reminding yourself, or I highly suggest you remind yourself so you have better results and a reminder and understanding that who is at the center of it all? You. In your reality, you are at the center of it all. I'm not in the center of your reality. SP is not the center of your reality. Money is not at the center of your reality. You are the center of your reality. So what does that mean? That means that you're the creator, you're the operant power. Everything that you're experiencing and having reflected back to you is because of your belief system. So a lot of people, when your current circumstances suck, you start freaking out when you're learning about all of this, and you need to remind yourself, even though this sucks, I understand why this is still playing out. So in order to no longer continuously keep manifesting in circumstances that suck over and over, especially in this area of my life, if you're dealing with patterns of failed relationships, patterns of failed cycles with your specific person, or just, money problems, whatever it is where the pattern has not been good for you over and over again, then you want to remind yourself, I am at the center of this. I am in control of my thinking. I must have a belief system that does not support the desire that I want. I have a belief system about this area of my life that sucks shit, basically. And I'm the only person who can change it. Kim can't change it for me. Specific person can't change it for me. Having $1 million in the bank can't change it for me. Only I can change it for me. So I'm going to choose a story that supports the reality I want. I'm investing into my future. I'm choosing this current moment to not be swayed by 3D circumstances and buy into those 3D circumstances more than I'm going to buy into my new story, because my new story will eventually become my own story, my current story, my truth story, and that story is what will be reflected back to me over and over and over again in my reality. So this is about changing you. No one to change but self. Not that things are wrong with you, not that you're broken, but it's an understanding that your inner world creates your outer experience. So if you feel shitty about yourself in relation, and that's your dominant state in relation to something you want, and you don't feel good enough, and you don't think you're worth having what this desire is for you, you're not going to manifest in ideal circumstances and have it consistently flow and stay and grow and expand in your reality. You can manifest it in, but you will certainly manifest it back out. So we're working on us, not them. We're working on us, not money. You're changing your story about your life. You're changing your story about things, in your reality that do not support what it is that you want, but you're changing your perspective for you and only you. I'm not over here changing my story about money and how I see myself in relation to money to hopefully hope that money chooses me, and that because I'm doing this, money will, want to be with me because I'm doing this, and I'll be able to convince money that I'm good enough to have it. No. So same thing with SP. We're not doing these things to convince a specific person. You're not doing these things to have them come in and say, oh, see, you're worth this, so now I get it, right? You made me believe you were worth it. No, you're deciding for yourself and convincing yourself that I get to fucking have this. This is mine. I get to experience this because I'm good enough and worthy to have the life of my dreams. I'm good enough and worthy to be loved and chosen and valued and respected. I'm good enough and worthy to have an overflow and surplus of money in my bank account. I'm good enough and worthy enough to fucking live in the neighborhood of my dreams. I don't care how I'm going to get there. I don't care how any of these things come into my reality. I just know that I get to have it, therefore they will be. So you're just convincing you. We're not talking and trying to convince people in our 3D reality. We're not, going down and chasing things in our 3D reality, trying to make them stay or make them choose us. No, you're convincing you. You're the only person that needs to have a different belief system or a different knowing about what it is that you want to manifest. You're the only person in your reality that needs to change their mindset. You don't worry about your specific person, how they're going to change their mindset about you and the relationship. You don't worry about how the people that are going to manifest in your reality to give you the money that you're manifesting, how they're going to change their mindset in order to make that happen. Your job is simply to pay attention to your mind, remind yourself that all I'm doing is changing the story of me in relation to what I want, and I'm changing the story of what I want so that it favors me. And I'm going to keep doing it in my mind until I've convinced myself that this is what will be, or this is what is, whatever terminology works for you, because you'll manifest it in either way. If you believe it's on its way or it already is, you'll still get it either way. I've done both. They both work. But it's really about you and your perspective and changing your mindset in order to create the reality of your dreams. And a lot of people keep forgetting this, and I get it. Like, even if you're reminding yourself, sometimes it's still hard to accept that as truth, but that's why you persist in that, because it gets easier and easier as time goes on, and you start to remember that, oh yeah, this is my truth, that no, I do get to have this. That just because 3D circumstances manifested in that go against what I want or are not favorable doesn't mean that I'm still not good enough. It does not mean that I'm not going to get what I want. All it means is it's old shit. It's just manifested from my old way of thinking. Whatever you've manifested your life to be right now, this second, was based off the version of you that created this life. So if you want something different, you got to take a look at, what is that level version of me? What do I think about relationships? What do I think about who I am in relation to relationships? What do I think about money? What do I think about myself in relation to money? That's the next level version of you. You're going to transform, whether it's a big transformation or a little one, it really doesn't matter. But your job is just, what do I know about this story? Because if I don't have what I want, or again, I've manifested in multiple patterns that go against what it is that I want and end up not feeling good and hurting me, then I need to change the story of me in relation to that area. And I need to change the story of that area. And all I'm doing is convincing me about this new perspective. I'm willing to see this differently. Say that. If you can't go with a strong I am this, then say I am willing to see this differently now. I am willing to be the version of me that knows their worth and value now. I am willing to forgive my past and know that my future is going to be better than ever. I'm willing to know that I can create my reality, and at some point I will get the hang of all of this, and it will get easier and easier every day. Start there, but you have to start somewhere. So train yourself to not look at the 3D. If you do, go back in, use these tools, these affirmations, these ways of reminding yourself that you are at the center of your reality. No one and nothing else is. You are the only creator of your reality. No one and nothing else is. And you get to decide what you get to have, not anyone else in your life. Only you. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.